The power of not reacting. Sophia was known for her quick temper. She didn't take disrespect lightly and didn't mind standing up for herself sometimes, to her detriment. In her 20s, she would find herself in countless arguments at work, with friends, even with strangers. If something bothered her, she reacted. Sometimes it felt good to vent, but it left her feeling drained, frustrated, and misunderstood in the long run. At 30, Sophia found herself in a different place. She had just taken on a high-stakes position in a corporate company, her dream job. But the stakes came with a lot of pressure, deadlines, and people who didn't always see eye to eye with her. One afternoon, a colleague named Claire, who had a knack for making passive-aggressive comments, took things a step too far. During a team meeting, Claire criticized Sophia's recent project presentation, claiming it lacked creativity. It wasn't just the criticism that stung, it was the way Claire said it, with that hint of sarcasm in her voice. Sophia felt her blood boil. Her first instinct was to snap back, to show Claire she couldn't be disrespected like that. But then something unusual happened. Sophia took a deep breath. She looked at Claire, then at the rest of the team, who were quietly observing the exchange. For the first time in years, she didn't react. Instead of firing back, Sophia simply said, "Thank you for the feedback. I'll take it into consideration." The room was silent. Claire blinked in surprise. Sophia's calmness in the face of criticism was something none of them had expected. Claire didn't throw any more jabs at Sophia for the next few days. And the best part? Sophia felt at peace. The urge to react that she had been so accustomed to had vanished. It wasn't about letting people walk all over her. It was about knowing that her response could escalate or diffuse a situation. Sophia realized she had control over that choice. The following week, during another meeting, a senior executive, Mark, said something that made Sophia feel dismissed. She felt the familiar heat rise in her chest, the same old urge to speak out immediately. But she remembered the power of not reacting. Instead of confronting him at the moment, she calmly made a note in her mind to address it later, privately. She wasn't going to give away her power by letting her emotions dictate her actions. Later that day, when the meeting ended, Sophia approached Mark in his office. She expressed her thoughts respectfully and calmly, and to her surprise, Mark acknowledged her point and apologized for his tone. The situation that could have become a heated argument turned into a productive conversation. Days turned into weeks, and Sophia found herself in more challenging situations. But each time, she chose not to react. Whether it was a difficult client, a team member's criticism, or a disagreement with a friend, Sophia maintained her composure. She realized that when used wisely, silence was far more powerful than any angry retort or rash decision. Sophia discovered that the true power of not reacting was not just in avoiding conflict, it was in choosing peace, valuing self-control, and responding thoughtfully instead of impulsively. Understanding that her emotions didn't need to govern her actions. By the end of the year, Sophia had earned the respect of her colleagues and superiors. Her calm demeanor had become a signature trait, and she had started to see a shift in her relationships. People came to her not just for guidance, but for the stability she radiated. And though her old self still flared up occasionally, she had learned the true strength of silence and restraint. As Sophia looked back on the year, she realized that the power of not reacting wasn't about suppressing emotions, it was about understanding that her power lay in choosing when and how to respond.